Good morning, everyone. March the 29th, 2016. 2 days, really actually 3 trading days till the end of the month, end of the quarter, and that usually leads to a sideways to higher equity market. So I don't look for heavy-duty selling in equities, at least through Thursday. Janet Yellen picks up the mic today at 12:20 Eastern for a speech, I believe in New York City, and everybody expects her comments to be more hawkish than they were at the FOMC announcement, and we'll see. So Janet Yellen probably has the most potential to move the markets today, given our news slate. Very little news out overnight overseas. Our news this morning, Case Shiller up 0.7%. And consumers' confidence at 94. Can move the markets. The news focus will be consumer confidence, Yellen. I'll have to deal with the E-mini in between Yellen and then the 5-year auction. And if there is weakness, it will be in the 5-year auction. So I don't have any problems selling failure to take out 16 to 20. Our first sell is 15 to 19 on the idea that they won't take the market straight up unless it gets some help from the E-mini. Sell 2, 23 to 27. On the buy side, 5 to 9, 6 to 10. Picking up this London low right here. And then 29 to 01 for buy 2. Could be as high as 3. Could be as high as 10. We'll just have to watch it and see how the trades develop. Looking at the 30-year. Similar situation. I don't have any problem selling failure to take out resistance right now, which is 24 to 28, so maybe 27s to 31 to handle a little bit more volatility, but trade could be as low as 23. Then 3 to 7. The buy side, London's low is 10, currently at 20, so 9 to 13 buy 1. And then 29 to 01 buy 2. And again, on auction, it's very difficult to move the paper if it goes straight up or straight down. You've got to rotate it back and forth to entice the buyers to come in and pick up what they have to buy, and the dealers know what they have to buy. And it's so much cleaner for an institution to buy new issue, bookkeeping, accounting, etc., than it is for them to go out in the aftermarket and pick it up. Okay, gold was off a little bit overnight. We'd hoped to sell the 23, 25 area. And we have a high right at 23. I don't see a lot of action today, especially with Yellen speaking, so we got a pretty good buying below 12.12, and as it stands right now, we've got pretty good selling above 25. So it's a 12.10 minus market, 12.25 plus from what I see. So we'll leave it 23.25, sell 1. 29.31, sell 2. On the buy side, 14 to 16 buy 1, 11 to 9 buy 2. Okay, the dollar's a little stronger today around the globe. Stronger dollar is being cited for why crude is down a little bit. Why currencies are off somewhat. No big moves in the dollar. No big moves in the euro. So probably where we were last night. We had a 45 to 55 sell coming in. We'll make it 40 to 50 sell 1. We'll keep our 70 to 80 sell 2. On the buy side, 112 still looks good, buy 1. And then 1175 for buy 2. Post holidays, 4 days off, usually takes a bit for people to settle in. So today is kind of a settle in day for those returning from holiday. And tomorrow we should have full markets. Okay, crude and natural gas statistics will be Thursday, given the holiday. With natural gas at 10:30 and crude at 11. Crude is trying to sell. An article out on Zero Hedge that I have not read, talking about how Saudi is going to restructure and change the direction of their economy. That's going to be very difficult to do. One of them, and they've got plenty of money to invest and do this, but when people look at the Middle East as a stable source of whatever it is that they make, and dictators, monarchies, they all need cash flow and crude oil. So everybody's pretty comfortable that the crude oil infrastructure will be left in place. And it's pretty cheap to come back in and rebuild if you do that. But if you come in and you build factories and manufacturing facilities and put that pretty much all above ground, that's pretty costly to come in and rebuild. So Saudi Arabia's got the money to invest in their own industry, in the heavy industry, and fertilizers, plastics, anything based on petrochemicals would be a natural, except for the quality of the source. Saudi Arabia, Iran, Iraq, etc. And the stability of those governments. Everybody kind of looks at them and who's next, who's going to take over these countries next, or who's next in line for succession. And it doesn't lend to aggressive investing from outside of their economy. Those that are in power are already there. They've already assumed that risk. So they're the natural source. And Saudi Arabia has the money to do it if they choose to do so. 38 and a quarter, 38.50 buy 1. 37.75, 38 even buy 2. Like the sell side better because of supply. Supply 39 on the sell side, 39, 39 and a quarter, then 39.50, 39.75. Okay, given the fundamentals that we're seeing, contraction of the first quarter's GDP now, Atlanta Fed has it at 0.6, other people are less than 1%. The downward revisions to January and February numbers will continue, and that's a phenomenon that we have to deal with. We know the numbers are puffed. So these reporting bureaucracies or agencies will, to keep their jobs and not to feel the heat from the administration, and any administration would do it, they don't like bad news being reported, will paint the rosiest picture that they can paint, and then they quietly come back in a month or two and try to get the numbers back to where they were supposed to be. So it makes it very difficult to trust the numbers. Again, structurally, the limit buy is at 1750, 1775, leaning against that high volume number. Supports at 20. Buy 1, 15 to 20. Buy 2, 5 to 10. Looks like they're going to run this down in front of Yellen's speech, which means when she picks up the mic, the trade with the most potential would be to the upside. On the sell side, 25 to 30. And leaning against 30, leaning against this high volume number with a limit sell right up there. 30 to 31 would be the structural sell. Got two-letter ledge at 26, so that gives us our 25 to 30. And then 35 to 40 for sell 2. Okay, it's going to take a bit to get everything up and published. I'm going to get busy on that. I will be with you as soon as possible.